Hi, my loves. I'm so happy you guys are here. Good morning. Happy new week. Happy new moon in Aquarius. Thank you, Christina. So I'm here live in all of my platforms like I always do. So, Manifestation Mondays, here we are. How is everybody doing? I want to know. Send me your questions. So for today, I'm creating this video for you on what is manifestation. If you have questions about the moon, I can talk about it after the video if we have time. But Aquarius means change, innovation. If you haven't felt the new year as your best yet, this new moon will tap into joy for you. So just stay with this new energy. Hi, Yanni. So we're going to talk about what is manifestation. A lot of you have been asking me, so I think it's a very good time for me to talk about that. And we start. So, welcome to another podcast episode here at the Faith It Till You Make It podcast. So, what is manifestation? There's a lot of new agey, woo-woo, hippy-dippy information online that can be very misleading and actually can prove to bring you the opposite results from what you desire. So when I started getting into the power of manifestations and the energetics of neuroscience, I was thrilled by it because finally I found one teaching or two or three or four, whatever it is, that is grounded in science and logic, and it can help me elevate and uplift. Because until that point, I was a very logical, mathematical kind of person, and most logical teachings are kind of nihilistic or suspicious about success and happiness. So I was really thrilled to find manifestation that in a grounded way in science and logic. So it was what I needed to start believing in myself and my ability to be happy, wealthy, and healthy, which up until that point I wasn't able to. But with this recording today, what I want to do is to answer all those questions about manifestation and whether it is a woo-woo science or not. So it's not woo-woo, it's not hippy-dippy information that you find online. It is more logical and more scientific than you can imagine. So if you're listening to this, chances are that you're looking for answers for how to be happier, how to be more successful, how to do what you love, how to find what it is to do that you love. So I want to demystify manifestation for you. Because if you are like me, you want logic, you want grounded stuff, you want science and proof, and in your logical mind to understand why all these things work and why happiness is my birthright. So researching what manifestation is online returns all kinds of magical stuff, such as, get everything you've ever dreamed without doing anything, or visualize this, make a vision board, use positive thinking, use affirmations. Guess what? These are oversimplifications, and they make manifestation sound like magic. It's not magic. So literally, I Googled the dictionary to look up the word manifestation. So manifestation means three things in the dictionary, right? A sign of something existing or happening. 2, appearance of something. 3, a sign showing the existence of an abstract idea, right? So manifestation is the process to create something that supposedly cannot happen, is impossible, and currently does not exist in your reality. So we create that real result through the force of consciousness, awareness, and the power of the mind. So that is the definition that I use for manifestation. And I want to give you an example. Back in like maybe 10 years ago or maybe 8 years ago, I woke up one day, my cousin was going to Chile for vacation, and I was like, man, I'm so jealous right now. I want to be going to Chile too. And I have no idea what Chile is, where Chile is. At the time, I think I was living in London. I didn't even know why I would ever want to go to Chile, you know? I didn't Google it. I didn't look for it on the map. I just had this pure desire. 6 years, I don't know, maybe like 3 years later, I wake up one day and I have a phone call from a friend of mine that we haven't spoken years, and he is calling me. So by that time, I live in LA. I'm in Los Angeles already. I've moved from London to Los Angeles, and I'm here and I'm picking up the phone. I'm happy to hear from him, and he's telling me, Aspasia, how would you like it if you moved to Chile to be the local CEO of my startup there? And I was like, what? Fuck yeah, of course I will. And in that moment, I remembered that there was 3 years ago, that one night that I set that intention. I set that desire. I didn't do anything about it. And it manifested. I didn't do anything about it is the tricky part, because there is a huge parenthesis there that I have my whole manifestation map course that I talk about that parenthesis and what to do from the desire point to actually seeing the result of your manifestation. But for now, for the purpose of this recording, that's how I experienced it. I was like, wow, I had forgotten about that desire. And I wake up one day, all the countries in the world, he asks me to go to Chile. And I spent the most amazing 1 year of my life there, where my whole life shifted. It was meant to be for me to be there. There were a lot of lessons, teachings, success, awakenings that happened to me there. The point though here is that manifestation is the process of you wanting to create something in your life that right now is impossible. Seems impossible, or it does not exist in your reality. And you do that process through knowing the power of the mind, the energetics of the mind, the neuroscience, and if you can get the manifestation map of my course, the actual steps to harness that knowledge. So manifestation is simply retraining your subconscious biases and assumptions to work for you instead of against you. When I manifested to go to Chile, I did not have limiting beliefs as to, can I speak the language? Can I travel? Can I live in a foreign country? I had already lived in 4 different foreign countries. So I already spoke Spanish. I already had beliefs in my subconscious mind that would help me to achieve that. I was like a platinum member of an airline. I was a jet setter. I speak 4 languages. I lived in 5 different countries. So for me, it was not outside of my comfort zone, right? But usually when we're trying to manifest something, chances are that some areas of our life are going to be easier and others are not going to be as easy. And those areas that are not going to be easy is because we have subconscious limiting beliefs. So in my example with Chile, I did not have many limiting beliefs. I had already lived by myself. I had already traveled the world. So it was magical the way I didn't do anything, but I ended up going to Chile. From the 180 something or 200 countries in the world, my friend asked me to go to Chile. So I'm going to repeat that for all of you that are just jumping on the recording right now. Manifestation is simply retraining your subconscious biases and assumptions to work for you instead of against you. So a lot of times we're creating our lives without realizing it. We don't know what we have in our subconscious as limiting or non-limiting beliefs. So I want to take you back to maybe 15 years ago. And 15 years ago, the people that know me has nothing to do with who I am today. I was afraid of public speaking. I was afraid to sound weird. I was afraid to speak my mind. I was identifying as a non-creative person that is better with science than creative stuff. And I was identifying with a person that I am mediocre and, normal. That is not how I see myself right now. I public speak at least 2 or 3 times a week. I consider my achievements extraordinary, and I have made the possible impossible. And I remember me being non-confident, non-believing in myself, not being censoring myself to speak around others, and so on and so forth. And right now, I only speak my truth, my authentic truth. It all comes from a deep, deep place of knowing myself and wanting to know myself better and speak from that place, right? Be myself, basically, in very simple words. So we all have limiting beliefs about ourselves. And I am the first person that does. And that's why I want to be doing this job that I'm doing, and I'm doing this work that I'm doing. Because I know that each one of us are setting limitations subconsciously into our lives, and we don't recognize. So if you're identifying with yourself as, stuck right now, or afraid of change, or you don't know what you like, you don't know what you want, right? So I want this to hit home and imprint in your subconscious mind that it's just a limitation, it's just a narrative, it's just a story, and there are tools and steps for you to change that. All right, so all of us, everyone, including you, are already manifesting things in your life, but you're doing it without being aware that you are, which means that you're also doing it without intention. So you're unintentionally creating your life. And intention is one of the keys to utilizing manifestation to achieve your goals. Intention is key. And that's why I teach intention twice a week here in Los Angeles. Intention is key to prime the subconscious mind. That's what you're doing with intention. You're priming the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is directing your conscious attention. So the subconscious mind is really, really important. So manifestation, as you're realizing, is a subconscious process that you can consciously, on demand, start doing it in order to create the life and manifest the life that you desire for yourself. So where you focus is where your subconscious beliefs are. I'm going to repeat that. Where you focus is where your subconscious beliefs are. So if you want to focus on a different reality and experience a different reality, you need to shift your subconscious beliefs. In my manifestation map course, my signature course, online course called Faith It Till You Make It, I give you the manifestation map with all the step-by-step applicable tools and techniques you'll need to learn how to use the subconscious mind and feel the success you deserve in your life. So the 3 ingredients to be successful using manifestation are permission to desire and knowing how to use intention, unlocking the subconscious biases that command the mind, knowing how to do that, and faith in yourself, basically believing in yourself and the universe, and you've already made it. So the way I teach manifestation is a simple, applicable, step-by-step map. It's a blueprint. It's a how-to for dummies, 1, 2, 3, 4. A blueprint that you can use for everything you want to create. Grounded and rooted in neuroscience, psychology, and the quantum field. I come from a right brain background. As most of you know, I had a career in finance. I had a career in political communication. I had a career in entrepreneurship. I'm older than I look. And I come from a right-brained mentality of logic and grounded situations, right? So I found manifestation through those sciences, and I'm teaching them to your logical mind so that you can actually unlock your subconscious potential and live the life of your dreams. So years of trials and errors in my life. So I have spent 8 years trying and failing and trying it again and finding the right solution, trying and erring to create this map, right? So it's years of trials and errors in my life, studying and applying all of these tools myself. And that's what makes my manifestation map. You need to make your manifestation process to, easy, doable, and practical, right? So what I see from my clients and students are that there are 3 general blocks when it comes to manifesting. The one thing is they don't know how. They don't know the how. They don't know the steps, right? And then the second thing is they don't know how to work with the subconscious mind. Because when you know how to work with your subconscious mind, manifestation is not woo-woo. It's not some new agey thing that you put on a vision board and you start visualizing. I teach meditation, and meditation is significantly one of the biggest tools to reprogram the subconscious mind, but you need to know how to use it, right? So they don't know how to do the people don't usually know how to work with the subconscious mind, and then they don't stick with it for it requires for it to work. Because guess what? Some areas of their life are easier, so it's easier maybe to manifest a car or your home, but it could be trickier when you're manifesting your husband or your wife. So stick with it. The third one is take the time. It's not a process that takes little time. No. Manifestation needs time. You need to stick with it. It's not something that you do overnight. You can change beliefs overnight. You can unblock limiting beliefs overnight. They're not as ingrained as you think in your, but you cannot manifest things overnight. There is a waiting period with manifestation, and that's a different recording. So manifestation is an accurate process of grounding an abstract idea into reality by using energetics and science versus efforting, hustling, and resisting. So my message for you is, now that you know what manifestation is, I want you to reconsider any fears you had around it or any doubts you had around it and start enjoying the process. I'm inviting you to my 5-day manifestation challenge, which is going to be free, so that you can get a sneak preview of how my manifestation works, how my map works, what are the first steps. And there's also a competition. So if you enter the challenge, one of you is going to win $500, and another one of you will get free access to my manifestation map, Fit It Till You Make It course. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Keep manifesting, keep the faith high, keep believing in yourselves, and sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. And if you like this podcast, please share it, subscribe to the podcast, share it with your friends, and rate it so that more people can see it. Thank you. Okay, so now the recording is off, and now I can see what you guys are asking me here. Let's see what your questions are. So happy new moon. Let's see. You're weird, but we love you, teacher. I know, I'm weird and I love it. But there were times in life where I felt that I can be really weird and it was bad. But now that's not true anymore. Okay, so there are no questions. So with the new moon, as we always say, just your intentions can work much better the day after the new moon. So if you need help with your intention, go to my link on Instagram or my website, and you can help you, especially around the new moon. So the new moon in Aquarius is all about innovation. It also feels to me a lighter energy from whatever we had the last month of January. If you're feeling that this January was a little heavy for you, this new moon will alleviate a lot of that, a lot of joy. So go back to joy, and also do things that you usually wouldn't do that way. So for example, if you're going to work, so this time around, like try another route. Or if you're right-handed, start picking up things with your left hand. So just try innovative things that you usually wouldn't try, and go for the joy, go for the big picture. Aquarius is an innovator, is about community, is about changing the world from within. It's about leadership through community. So figure out and see how you are in communities, how you are with innovation, what type of communities you're in. It's also Aquarius is also the logic that goes through the heart. So it's the bridging between the heart and the logic. And this is actually interesting because I chose today to do my What is Manifestation video for you guys, because that's what I do. I bridge the logic with the heart. That's what I do. I call it the mindset to heart set, personal development, service. So we're bridging, and I think this is also very much the world that we're in right now. We're going from this Piscean, logical, victimizing, suspicious, negative mind kind of place to a more neutral mind, positive mind, heart set, where we're balancing, what is real in our minds, but with also what is real in our hearts, which is more neutral. So it's not about positive thinking, it's about neutral mind and evolving through the struggles of life. Big kiss from Athens. You're the person. So for those of you, thank you guys for those of you that are in Athens right now, I'm coming in April, maybe second or third week of April, and I'm gonna do a 2-day workshop in Athens in Greek. So I'm gonna post the tickets online in a few days so you can start purchasing it. It's not gonna be a big event. It's not gonna be expensive. So it's gonna fill up really, really, really soon. So just, look for it, because I'm coming to Athens. Yay! Yay! I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be in Athens with you guys and get to meet you in person, because we're so far away. So so it's not about positive thinking, but it's also not about thinking, right? So it's the energies of this time. The times that we're in is about getting over our negative mind, getting over our suspicions, getting over our limitations, and incorporating what is true and authentic from the heart. And that's something that you can only figure out for yourselves. Nobody can help you in that. You're the only one that can find that heart authentic place. But for example, with my students, that's what we do. Like my manifestation map would not work if you don't find your authentic place, and I'm teaching you how to find that heart calling, that authentic place, and ground it into reality. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I'll be back, as I've promised, for Manifest Mondays every Monday at 11:30 Los Angeles time, which is around 9:30 in Athens and maybe 5:30 in the UK. So thank you for being here. I love you all. Sending you so much love. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.